Well, hey there, folks, friends and family across the globe, and welcome back to Dishonored Part 6. Do not do tips, tricks, guides, walkthroughs, speedruns, 100% trophies, or achievements. Play games for fun, have been for many years, and plan on doing it for many more. Why, you might wonder? Well, I like to do what I call buddy or companion videos, which are videos that you can pop on in the background, regardless of what you're doing. Maybe you're playing games yourself, maybe you're studying, maybe you're just chilling, watching a movie. And sometimes it's hard to organize events with friends and family to get them on over some couch co-op. But you know what's really easy? Popping on one of my videos. Because the way I see it, every time you put on one of my videos, what happens is we get transported. You invite me into your home, I invite you into mine, but we share the world's biggest couch, known as the internet. Right? So think of it that way. You catching what I'm pitching? It's kind of like a gateway, man, to another dimension. A pocket-sized dimension. Solidified in megabytes and RAM and gigahertz and blast processing. Really though, it's kind of hard to get folks over, but it is easy just to pop on one of my videos, and hopefully, kind of the gist I'm going for is that same feeling of a little bit of nostalgia, right? Where, like back in the day, you just plop down on the couch because you had the time, or you had the remote area that you and your buddies were in, because sometimes people move, and you just hang out on the couch for a couple hours playing games, shooting bull, having a good time. So we're here playing good games, we're playing bad games, old games and new games, all types of games, except maybe sports games. Almost never sports games, unless someone can recommend me something really stellar. I can't think of any. There's been a couple I've looked at, but none that are really... a couple sim games might be okay, but not like a Football Manager or something, but more like that boxing one I used to play a bit of. I forgot what it was called. There was two of them. It's kind of like an homage. Anyways, I'm rambling right now. I shouldn't be rambling. I always ramble in the opening. So, for the next hour and a half, 2 hours, consider me your buddy, your pal, your friend. Sit back, relax, and let's play some games. I want to give a special thank you at this point to a bunch of folks out there. You all know who you are. You're amazing. Truly great, because if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be doing these videos, and that's my subscribers. Genuinely thank you, and that goes out to each and every one of y'all. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be doing them, and I will continue to do them because of how great you are. I promise, as long as one of you stays subscribed, I will always keep doing videos. Well, not always. I mean, there'll be a time when I won't be able to, but or if I hit 0, then I'll cease to exist. Not really. You drive over and make a viewers howdy. And let's go with what was that? Now I want to recommend that game. Punch Club? Was it? It's not really like a fighting or boxing simulator. It's a weird game. It was a fun game. Kind of preferred 1 over 2. I know 1 was kind of grindy, which with some of its mechanics, because you had that mechanic where like your stats would actually decrease if you didn't train. And don't get too excited, folks. It's just Rebel. So, but I would recommend the Punch Club games. Check them out. You can always return to sender if you don't like it. You'll know if you like it or not within the first hour of playing. So it's not one of those games where like they sucker you into like, oh, you're over the 2-hour limit. No. Yeah, so just consider me a good friend for the duration of the video. Hey, let's kick this off with an idea I just had, which is another thing I like. That it's now recorded, documented, and because of the timestamps of the release, I might be able to claim to say I said it first. You remember Bushido Blade? Okay. You tracking? PS1 game back when Squaresoft was really good and hadn't gone down the crapper. They did more than just Final Fantasy. fighting game with some unique ideas behind it. Like a Metroidvania fighting game, right? That alone is pretty cool. But what the best thing about it was there were insta kills. Now, you're tracking, right? You're still tracking. Good. How about a fighting game like Bushido Blade? But it's Highlander. Oh, snap. Bombshell dropped. The mechanics fit. I know there's been Highlander games, but really, a Highlander game like that would be really, really cool. Or a like a Muso, kind of like Sengoku Basara, Dynasty Warriors, Samurai Warriors. That'd be pretty cool too. Time to rest. Good luck. Let me get my cheat sheets up real quick. Bookmarks. No, not that movie. It's way too expensive to buy a Blu-ray. Let's see. First, let's see this. We did those. We did that. This one has what? All right. Sorry. It's taking me longer than I was expecting to get these cheat sheet pages up. Even though, really, I don't need them. There. Royal Physician is now in the custody. Okay, I've read that.
Corvo!
I think I read that.
You were making funny faces while you were sleeping.
You were watching me
I decided
sleeping.
to nap here in your room while Callista was taking her bath. She told me if there's ever trouble, I should always run here. Callista will come get me when she's done with her bath. Thanks, Corvo. It makes me feel better.
Alright, interrogate Sokolov. Hey, I said it right this time. Alright, is there any new hearts or anything? Can't talk to her? Alright.
Well, Mr. Sokolov has certainly recovered. A good night's sleep has left him with an appetite.
Go talk to everybody. And also pilfer rooms. Pilfer rooms. Nothing new. What about here?
The young lady Emily was trying to sneak into your quarters while you slept, sir. I don't think she meant any harm.
The renovation of Caldwell's.
I know it looks... I was inventing a new kind of lock. The tumblers shaped like snowflakes. The truth is, there is no snowflake lock. I was just, you know, looking through the lock. I couldn't bear it if she knew. I know you're a man of honor, and I also know that you can kill me at any time. And for both of these reasons, I apologize and beg for your discretion.
You gonna give me some?
You require my unique services? We can quickly return to my shop.
Well, at least he knows I'm a man of honor. You know what that means.
Can't you see I'm about to bathe? Corvo, under other circumstances, I assure you I might welcome your advances. But
I had
rats,
to.
plague, and tyranny have a way of killing the mood.
Aiden Dunwall.
I can't believe this. When I took this job, they told me I'd work with good men. Ugh, I feel dirtier than when I started.
Alright, I gotta look up. Does ratting him out do anything? What's her name? Callista.
Attention Dunwall citizens. You are required to boil any water from public fountains or the river. Anyone
Oh my
who
god,
uses
this will actually have lasting
water-
repercussions. So, you know what? We're just gonna let her bathe. And again, what happens if we do this? Alright, so then we can just do the same thing he was. Let's explore all the options.
Can't you see I'm about to bathe?
There's no about it. You're bathing.
I understand. It was an accident. We have such a hard time maintaining privacy in such a crowded house, don't we? I can't believe this. When I took this job, they told me I'd work with good men. Thank you for being a gentleman. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Alright. Yeah. Apparently that can affect the ending. So we're just gonna let that sit. Go Speed Racer. Go Speed Racer. Go Speed Racer.
Good morning,
go.
Corvo. I believe Sokolov is awake now.
Yeah, I
The
bet he
Admiral
is.
with him now.
Say what you will, the royal physician knows his wines.
Wait, what? Why do I need a key for that? I don't need a key for crap, buddy. So I can do this. Where is he, by the way?
You require my unique services? We can quickly return to my shop.
Oof, we hardly made any coinage on that. So I'll hold off, because we might get something better.
I hope Sokolov will cooperate. I'd hope to have him pay
Oh,
my
this
fortune.
room's open now.
Just me.
Oh crap, you know what this means. Anything down here? Also, apparently, when I destroyed the weepers that were down here, if you knock them out, the scientist guy, what are you doing? Makes our gear for us. I forgot his name. We'll leave you a note. I think he might reward you because he's like, thank you, now I can study. The guy sounds like Brad Dourif. To me, anyways. Now I can do my studies of natural philosophy. Who was the ice guy at the beginning of Full Metal? I think he was in Brotherhood. I don't know if he was in the other Full Metal one. I saw that original Full Metal anime a long time ago. And they were my brother's copies. He's like, oh, you gotta watch this anime. And I was like, what are you talking about, dude? I thought you hated anime. He's like, no, I love it now. It's like, oh, okay. So the thing is, before I left before the Marine Corps, when I was younger, was a huge fan of anime. So like 60s, 70s, 80s, into the 90s for the most part. And then when I got, my brother used to make fun of me for it. And then I get back from the Marine Corps in the early 2000s, and he's like, next thing I know, he's a big fan of it. And one of them that really turned him was Tenchi Muyo, was what turned him. Hilariously enough. Because my favorite anime of all time is Bubblegum Crisis, and apparently Bubblegum Crisis was like the prototype for, but in reverse to what Tenchi Muyo was doing. Or instead of or not like a reverse, it was just, the main character was less pervy, because in Bubblegum Crisis, Mackie's a bit of a perv. I don't know, I never watched Tenchi Muyo, so I don't know too much about what goes on there. Anyways, Full Metal is another one he was crowing about, I remember. And that was the original one. When, well, I remember of it, and I don't think the manga was finished at the time. Or maybe Abbott, I don't know. My favorite character was, the Crimson Alchemist? Because he was, like, in this prison, and he was psychotic, and he could cause people to blow up. And I just thought the character was so fun. Sorry about that. I did not mean for that to be so loud. And, he had a much different characterization in Brotherhood. And he was still a good character, but... Anyways, I like the guy with the ice powers in Brotherhood. I don't know if he was in the original. That was that long-windedness. So if you're a fan of Full Metal... the one... Let me also rephrase it this way. The one he first showed me was the one where Wrath was a kid. That was the teacher's son? I prefer Wrath in Brotherhood. I think he was my favorite. My brother always liked Greed. I like the Chimera that worked for Greed, I think it was, right?
He's both brilliant.
But yeah, I liked Rolf. I think was his name, like J. Rolf or something like that. Crimson Alchemist in the first anime series of it.
Was a stroke of genius. The Lord Regent's got the support of most
Neat
of the
power.
families.
Turns people into like living bombs or something.
knew each other in former days. Unlike you, our friend Corvo knows what loyalty means.
I am loyal to my inner spirit.
Yeah, I'm always up for talking anime. I don't really know newer stuff like One Piece, Naruto, and you want to talk about like Wicked City? Or MD Geist, Berserk, Speed Racer, Kashan, Science Ninja Team Gatchaman.
But whatever you intend to do here, I assure you, I am beyond petty scared.
8-Man, what was the kids with the yo-yos?
Even if they don't
Durango, who I think was her name. She was one of the villains. She had 2 goofy henchmen. I can't remember the...
I've heard worse. How long do you
Yatterman, I think. Right?
Before you beg to talk.
Rats. Is that the company you keep now, Admiral?
Yeah,
It's the company you keep that interests us so long. We know you painted a portrait of the Lord Regent's mistress. The very aristocrat who is funding the military.
I don't know what that opens. I'm only half paying attention because now I'm on. Oh, my mind is so much on anime right now. Vampire R&D.
She is the key to the Lord Regent's control over the city, and we must have her name.
Sorry, Admiral. I cannot help you. You're part of this rabble, but I know you have your reasons.
Yes, he does. All we need is the name of the Lord Regent's mistress. It's very simple.
I elect
Oh, it's
not
probably
to
Boyle,
tell you.
right?
You will have to force the words from me, and I
That's
warn
the
you,
only other
my
female
willpower is
name I
quite
recall.
legendary.
Curious strategy.
Of which I approve.
Hopefully I got enough money. I don't remember any of this at all, but I like it. I like this choice and consequence. It's very subtle too, right? Like, yeah, Full Metal. Wish there was more Full Metal games. That was like a huge thing. Full Metal Alchemist was like Dragon Ball levels for a while.
It's well known that Sokolov is virtually addicted to a rare liquor called King Street Brandy. The taste is revolting, but I happen to have a bottle. However, I am reluctant to give it to you for Sokolov. It
How about I
cost
don't
me
talk about our
quite a
little
lot. It is very expensive
peephole
stuff,
instant.
a blend of rare Pendician spices and a drop of whale oil. Would you care to purchase it?
I guess that's what that wheel was for. Or valve, or whatever you want to call it.
I could use a drink. King Street Brandy? I didn't know any more existed. It is an extraordinary gift. I see I'm dealing with men of taste. I can tell you this much. She was always referred to as Lady Boyle. I painted her to be sure, but I never saw her face or learned her first name. You see, I painted her from behind. I assure you, she still makes a striking portrait. But I do not know which Boyle she is. I was to be introduced to her at a masked ball in her honor this very night. But I will miss that party, it seems.
A masked ball at the Boyle estate. Tonight, the timing is perfect, Corvo. But the Boyles are wealthy and ruthless, so security will be very tight.
Of course, you already have a mask, don't you, Corvo?
He's right. You will be able to mingle with them once you're on the ground. You'll have to find out which of the Boyle women is connected to the Lord Regent and take her out in whatever way you can devise. We're very close now. If you do this tonight, you'll be able to strike at the Lord Regent himself and put Emily on the throne. May the wind favor you.
I swear I never saw her face. Although I can vouch that her hindfoot is the finest in the city.
He knew me once.
Perhaps the Empire
and did much
itself.
to set me on my path. Yes, Sokolov's a foreigner. The looks and manner of a Tiffin swineherd.
I hear you're off to the Boyles' little bash tonight. I have just a tiny favor I'd like to ask you. Could you give this note to Lord Shaw?
Sure, I'm agreeable.
You'll know him. A rather brusque man wearing a wolf's mask. In fact, he may be looking for me.
I knew Sokolov would see reason and tell us what we need to know. He never actually liked the Lord Regent.
I'll be sorry to miss the whole affair, but you know how it is.
Alright, let's go around and see if
Have you
anyone's
ever
got
been
anything
in a
else.
sea battle?
Of course.
Did you ever see pirates? And did you sink any?
We must admire Lord Pendleton's composure in the face of his terrible loss.
Not for young girls to hear about.
But I will be Empress, won't
My arc pylon will eclipse the old Sokolov model.
Of course.
I knew it! I read that some pirate ships have witches aboard that can cause storms and make whales do what they want. Is that true?
Yes. Mo. Have you lost your mind?
What are you talking about? Well, if you want to get them to stop talking, jump on their head like Mario.
You happen to have the most clever mask of them all.
Everything's so fancy at the Golden Cat, but in a different way than the palace was fancy. The old Madame Prudence looked at all these.
The High Overseer is supposed to be the most pious man in the Empire, living completely in alignment with the Seven Scriptures and guiding the people in the religious faction towards spiritual health. Campbell was a farce. If not for all the
I don't want to have to chase you down just to press X for you to talk to me. He is still talking. Really? I can't talk to her?
The thinkers of the city. They devise new ways to tame the elements.
Why can't I talk to her? She gonna do something? No. What's her name? It's not Callista, that's the girl that was in the bathtub, right? Crap. Alright. I guess we just go. Yeah, she is stuck in a weird loop.
The Boyle costume ball, huh? Well, that'll be fun, but not for everybody. You ready?
We're going to a dance, everybody. You've learned the Lord Regent's strongest supporter is Lady Boyle. However, 3 women in the Boyle family are referred to as Lady Boyle. Well, after the late Lord Boyle and her sisters, Sokolov painted a Lady Boyle from behind under unusual circumstances and does not know which is actually the Lord Regent's ally. You're being sent to the posh Boyle estate on the night of a costume party in order to determine which Lady Boyle you must eliminate. I remember liking this one, this mission pretty well.
I didn't think there'd be tall boys patrolling here tonight. Watch yourself, Corvo. They don't fool around. The good news is, once you get to the party, that mask of yours lets you blend right in. Enjoy your evening out with the folk of quality. Better you than me.
Alright, there's a ruin there, there's a bone charm there, bone charm there. Let's do this. Screw it. Okay, I thought you could just walk up. Guess I couldn't. Until I get to the party.
Going to a party, Corvo?
Yeah.
Is that what you dreamed of? All those months in Coldridge Prison while waiting for the executioner? Wealth, beautiful women in the latest fashions, laughing and drinking Tibian wine. And what of the host, Lady Boyle? I can see all her tomorrows, and I know that either she dies tonight at your hand, or she'll live out her days, month after month, year after year, far away, even as her fine clothes wear into tatters and her silken hair gets dull and gray. Half the city can see the lights from the party, and they dream of the delights inside. Will you tear it all to pieces?
Yep.
Either way, it's Lady Boyle's last party.
Or bust. What is that? Potions give you slightly more health. Eh. There's a ruin there. Stop it. Yeah, homie's tired of playing the stealth game. What he's not tired of, though, is trying to figure out stuff. Can we do a drop-down attack on one of these guys?
Not so long ago, Dunwall was a proud city.
Yes, we can. Oh. You can. That was neat. Apparently that's an achievement too. And now you know how to do it.
Not so long ago, Dunwall was a proud city.
Alright, I have to get there, I guess? There.
couple of overseers were passing, and they had one of their, you know.
The music boxes.
So she stops. You should have seen it. Ran right through the rose bushes and tackled her. Dragged her back to that
Still not gonna try and kill everybody.
We had to get a notarized
Especially
letter
since
from
I gotta
the Regent
save my
himself to get her back.
darts.
But she hasn't been the same since. She won't talk about it. One of these days I'm gonna take one of those zealots apart myself.
I'll be right behind you.
Where'd he go? There he is. Oh, let's try this just for giggles. Can we sleep dart one of those guys on it?
Stay hidden for long.
I hit him with the sleep dart, but it didn't work. Okay. Alright. Now we just got that bone charm, right? At least until we get to the party. Tall boys. take it. Didn't mean to kill him, but that's how it happens. Ow. Dumb. Acrobat, what's it? You climb slightly faster? Eh. I'd say 2 of 2. Wasn't paying attention. Footsteps. What is that? Yeah, we'll just clear this out real quick. Why am I getting hit by something? Ow. What is hitting me? So there's medicinal herbs in there, but is there anything here? Nope. Save scum for the win. Yeah, I'll take that. I guess I missed that room altogether. Oh my god, that reminds me of the enemies in 2 that I hated. Those blood flies? I think they're called. Yeah, I'll take that damage. I ain't gonna hurt much. I will take that. said I wouldn't. Oh, but I'm doing it. Are you guys alerted to me?
The party's indoors this time. Just what are you doing?
Nothing.
Cold night, sir. Warmer indoors.
Welcome to the Boyle estate. Please enjoy yourself.
I hope you're not lost,
inside.
sir. You'll find everything inside.
I'm liking this. That's what I
Hello.
thought
The Boyles hope you have a wonderful time tonight.
I would like this. And
Should
I
we
do.
gather for whiskey and cigar?
Don't get me wrong. This is probably my favorite level because of how it's set up.
Indeed, I believe so.
You know what I could do? I could freeze time and screw with that alarm. I might do it. But I want to check out other areas too. There's a lot to explore in this game. Nooks, crannies, a lot of stuff. The less I have to deal with this, the better. Oh God!
Could the city get any worse?
Yes, of course.
How did that happen? I overshot it. There we go. You'll be safe here, and I won't have to worry about you. Alright, let's go see what's on the other side too, right? Let's go to the front door and see what's going on. See if there's anything to pick up, anything to pilfer, steal.
Yes.
Let me cheat. Because once a Pendleton, always a Pendleton.
Pendleton? What's he got to say to me?
Pendleton is a gutless, lying sack of shit. I hope he's paying you well for this.
It's damn cold tonight. Hurry up, and let's see what you're made of.
What are you talking about?
Be it noted that Lord Pendleton's representative has a pistol.
Oh, I have to fight a duel for him.
A contest of honor will take place between this anonymous gentleman acting for the challenger, Lord Trevor Pendleton, and Lord Shaw, the challenged party. You will each turn and proceed to the marked positions and remain facing away from each other as I count down from 3. You may then turn and fire at will.
Get on with it. I'll kill this fool and we can all go back inside.
Sorry, my lord. We shall proceed.
That?
Stop. Stand right there. 3, 2, 1.
And that's another patron dead. What do we do now?
It's lucky we're in demand. I hear the Estermonts pay top coin. No use trying them tonight. Let's see if we can find a little brandy. Let the boils clean up the mess.
Okay, should I do that or? Yeah. Time will tell if that is a good idea or a bad idea, so. Not crap. Oh well. Mission clues updated. The pistol duel with Lord Shaw was a success. We didn't kill him.
Should we gather for whiskey and cigars tonight?
Chances are very good.
Not anything for me to pilfer. No, they do not. Ow. That makes sense. You got anything for me? No? Okay. Alright, so it looks like this is another way to sneak in, huh?
Told her they were trash.
Yeah, alright.
I'm just doing my job.
Yeah, I know that, man. You're doing a very good job, I must say. I do declare. What party invitation?
What'd she expect? I told her they were trash. I should cut them out.
Where do I get in? No, I've already been in, I guess.
All of them.
Can I do this? No.
Yes,
Okay.
of course.
That wasn't too bad. Yeah. See, I haven't even gone inside yet. Can I not go over there? No, you can't. That's weird.
Another party game. It was fun for a season, but now?
What is it tonight?
Oh my, that's wicked. Who made that mask for you? It's exactly like the wanted posters.
That's going to cast a pall over the whole evening. I think I'm starting to enjoy myself.
Alright, looks like we can steal. Reckless abandon.
Damn it. Where'd he go?
Take care of whatever guards I can. And I'm just gonna make a bunch of saves. I just gotta make sure to delete them. I don't know if they stay on my computer or what. Why is this a thing? Thank you. Alright, stuff about the tall boy. Spike grenade housing. Alarm panel. Yeah, sure. We haven't really been using. Haven't really needed to. I feel like in this mission, the more we can not raise an alarm, the better. I'm just making man saves now. Is there a way to put your weapons away? Where is it? X, hold X. Alright, so we've cleared that building. We haven't gone in there. Oh, we can enter via the roof, though. So maybe we should do that.
Think you'll get your own squad after what happened last night?
Indeed, I believe so.
That looks like the main entrance. No, looks like a side entrance if I had to get in here and guess. Forbidden. Alright. We are now trespassing. Okay, we got a painting. Finally, tonight, the party's going to be so fabulous I shall bet the first man to ask for it, and the second after that. I'm so sick of these dark, awful times. Every day is as dreary as that one before. Well, not tonight. Tonight's for the living. Esma, darling, here are the 3 costumes for your party. It pains me that I can't be there, though I'm sure you understand why. I know you're going to look lovely in black. I've enclosed the skeleton key in Dunwall Tower. When you visit me, no barrier will come between us. wearing a black dress. So you have to kind of... gather information, because they all dress... Dunwall Tower skeleton key. Where's Dunwall Tower? Well, party. It's a party. Alright, so there is a rune here. No. I want the body. Where'd the body go? Oh. Let's see. I want free frickin' rain. Okay. I've got 2 paintings. I think that's all there is. Let me check my cheat sheet. Upstairs. One is randomly found in one of the bedrooms, while the other is in the middle of the room with the glass cases. Yep. Alright. We got all the paintings. And only half-assedly had to look at the cheat sheet. As you can see, that's the party. Oh! Nope. Looks like there's, what, 3 of them then?
Huh? What? lead your heart to the hound.
Damn it. Yeah, it looks like there's 3. Waverly's key. Alright, we got Waverly's key, and we got the tower key. Alright, you guys just chill there. Oh, man. And bless them for making the saving so quick. How'd these play on console? I never played them on console, so... There's a little closet here. Alright, what do the switches in the rooms do? Also, if you ever backseat game... Thank you. I appreciate it. I'll never get upset if you backseat me. And I do appreciate it. Because again, it's as if we're hanging out together. As Miss says, I have more than enough spirits for the party tonight. I shouldn't wonder if she didn't have a drink in her hand, she'd positively lose her balance. Count on me to stay sober, especially in these critical times. What would that I could escape Dunwall entirely, for I have a terrible feeling that someone might be after me. Probably. Did that open that up? Okay, I'll take this. Oh yeah. Okay, that's neat. As long as you kind of move around without alerting the guards like I did. What do we got now? Expect there to be a lot of coinage and stuff here, huh? Also, bless them for adding in the ability to cancel. Alright. Lydia, I'm looking forward to the party tonight despite the prospect of so many boorish men talking about their business failures. What I wouldn't give to meet a fine young musician in this horrible town. Someone who appreciates the harpsichord, for instance, who could write me a song. So Lydia's looking for a musician, huh? Okay. But I think we're looking for Esma, right? The one in the black dress. Is that what the notes say? Don't tell me this is the treasure vault. It is not. Alright. Pretty clean. Alright, let's enter the party like a good guest, because now we have no reason to be up here. Also, the fact that there's a shield there. Or a laser barrier. Forgot about that, blowing out the candles. Such a minor detail, but really does add to the atmosphere of the game. Alright, folks, where are we at?
Are you going to be playing the Boyle's game?
I hear the whole second floor is off limits tonight. Too many guests walking off with their valuables.
How'd you guess?
Allow me.
Careful. We tried for a peek upstairs and the man on duty is an ass.
I should have taught him some manners. This party is a sham.
I'm sure he's just doing his job. A party like this, anyone might have crept in.
Excuse me, my cousin is a marquis.
Of course I don't mean you, but people are desperate, and the Boyles are awfully wealthy.
I think part of the reason I always enjoyed this mission was
officers from the Watch to impress people.
Your obsession with the Boyle women. Will it never end?
my favorite Edgar Allan Poe story was Mask of the Red Death. I remember when I first read it, it was in not high school, it was in middle school, I think. Probably 7th grade English. And just like the imagery that the story evokes, I just dug it. Yeah. I just steal people's stuff.
What are you doing?
Try Miss White in the moth. I do. She's
Okay.
This was once the house of
That's right, the musician thing, you can't use your whatever.
Welcome to the Boyle estate.
Wait, no one saw me do that.
Okay, move it along.
Disgusting.
Whale oil. We're getting a bunch of keys here. Party guest list. Guess we'll find out what signing the guest book did. Oh, what was that game called? This is gonna get me in trouble, isn't it?
Please stop that.
Oh no. Okay.
Anything you need, sir.
Nice.
Alright, if you say so, man. I mean, it's a good drawing. Good picture. I can't draw it. My nephew could. Not me. Oh, that's a boil. Alright. That's right. It's not gonna be her, though. Someone trying to do.
Welcome to my party. I don't believe you've had the pleasure.
Disgusting.
I trust you're behaving yourself.
Waverly Boyle. She acts as if too good for her many suitors.
But the servant boys know her well enough.
Sickening rat. What?
Oh, fuck. Disgusting. Enjoying yourself?
Careful. The Wall of Light is a gift from the Lord Regent, designed to keep his good friends safe. I doubt you qualify. The tanks in these damn things don't last long enough.
There's no way I can steal from them. Huh?
Anything you need, sir.
Yeah. Maybe already said that.
You, a gentleman?
I'll have you know I'm as gentle as I
Welcome
need
to
to
the
be in any given
Boyles.
situation.
Go ahead, help yourself. I take everything I can carry. They'll never miss it.
Miss White? Who? Who are they?
You there, stop that.
Stop what? I'm not doing anything.
Scary mask.
You there, stop that. You're a scandal in that mask. I like a man with poor judgment. Would you get me a drink? I'd be so grateful. What mischief are
Is
you
Miss White
up to?
leaving the party with you? Why don't you
Come
try
and
that?
entertain me.
I trust you are on the guest list, sir. My
You remember
darling.
who's who, don't you?
You need a drink? Where are we gonna get a drink? She says she wants a drink. Where's a drink? Is there a drink out here? that. Alright,
Seem interesting? I love that mark on the back of your heart.
yeah, I bet you do. Oh, more stuff to steal.
The rats came a half a year before the Empress died. Stop the plague, too.
Are you sure? That's not how I remember.
There's something caused this. It's not the Empress's passing. That's what they want you to think.
Watch what you're saying.
I say nothing against the Lord's. Excuse me.
You there,
Mischief
stop
you
that.
up to.
You there,
We found
stop
out what the whales could do when it made us an empire. This is the beginning of the golden age.
Do you know they've dug down and found the ruins of another city?
Do I just give her like an empty bottle? Because that's all I'm finding are empty bottles.
I bet they thought they were.
Excuse me.
Maybe if I just bring her a glass?
Anything you need, sir.
Here.
It's so hot in here, I'd do anything for a drug.
Please stop.
There's just too much to steal.
Hello, sir.
Lord Brisbane has arrived. Delightful.
Will you want to join us for hunting next year?
Welcome to the Royal Estate.
Thank you so much. Now, how can I thank you? Are you playing Lady Boyle's guessing game? Well, I know for a fact that Waverly's in white tonight. Perhaps she's pretending to be a virgin. Additionally, Lydia's in red.
Thank you for telling me what I think I already know. Because we found that note upstairs, right? So we deduced Esma's in black, and that's who we need to go after. Let's look at the task again. Assassinate Lady Boyle. Actually, that's the thing. We don't know which one we need to get rid of.
Anything you need, sir.
I can play the piano. Can't play the piano any good, but here's Esma. I don't want to talk to Esma yet. Anything to steal? Oh, it's that thing. What is... Oh, it's like a whale. Makes sense. This is gonna be outside, right? To the Boyle Gardens? Is that just that other entrance? I'm going to assume. Or we had the duel, yeah. Alright, so it's the guessing game.
No guests past this point.
Past which point? Where I'm standing or where you're standing?
Should we gather for
I go
whiskey
down
and
here,
cigars
it's
tonight?
okay?
Indeed, I believe so.
That is a huge rabbit. Bejeweled hagfish. Eyes. Red. Jello. Ugh. When I had my... I know this is a story you're gonna all want to hear. When you get to a certain age, you gotta get routinely a colonoscopy, right? Oh, everybody came down here.
Enjoying yourself.
Keep your distance, sir.
Ooh,
What are you talking about?
scary mask.
Good evening.
You have to get a colonoscopy. And the prep work for that is hellacious. The actual procedure itself is smooth as butter. You don't... in fact, I had to get an endoscopy and colonoscopy at the same time. That was... Supposedly, it was going to be rough. But it was easy. The actual procedure. But the prep work that you have to do, the prep drink, and for like 24 hours you can't eat anything, and you have to chug. Not just water, but like this weird mixture that tastes like watered down lemon Powerade, right? And you you could eat something, but it was only Jello, and it was horrendous. Here's a rat. Anyways, make sure you get it done though. It's important so they can check out your plumbing, make sure everything's working. Look at that. The rats are angry. And they think they're angry now. Not anymore. Trust me, it's worth it. Get rid of the rats. So yeah, story you probably didn't want to hear, but trust me. For your benefit. Just be prepared to be miserable like I was in rough shape. Also didn't help that my gallbladder was apparently at the time about to burst. And we didn't know until months later. But yeah. I was definitely in rough shape there. Door fails safe switch. Oh, if you wanted to use possession to get in here. That was everything, right? I think so. Here's a boat. I'm guessing that's where we leave from. To go to the sewers? Let's go to the sewers, why not? Another way to get into the party, apparently. Or at least to get into the... down here. Let's see where this goes, and then we'll just reload. In fact, I did a live stream. I was like, I'm gonna live stream while I wait past the time to keep my mind busy. Did not work out well. Yeah, they tell you not to eat red Jello. Or purple or anything like that. Like, I think green is fine and orange. Can't remember specifics. Let's do that just in case. Was it 24 hours for you? Yeah, I can't remember. Anyways, well, we got the charms, or the rune. We're at 7. I guess we're at 8. Oh, it's just up here. Okay. So that's where that led. Gotcha. Anything up here? No. Alright, I think we've more or less hit up everything. Right? What the hell?
I'm wondering if I should upgrade the staff.
You, sir, with the hand tattoo. Put those weapons away. Unless you feel like tangling with the watch.
Any other games you can think of where they had setups like this, where it was like a gala or a party?
So bad. Could this city get any worse?
Indeed, I believe so.
Welcome to the party.
No.
I know your mission tonight. We must speak privately.
Yep. Take that.
Tell me, have you learned anything more?
She beats her servants. The rich still cling to the belief that the plague will only sting the poor.
What else have you found out?
Sir.
Howdy. You ain't got enough to steal.
Doing all right there?
Yeah, I'm doing great, thanks. What else?
You should see this as an offer. Go ahead, take it. Everyone does. I had a servant sew me an extra pocket.
Indeed.
Just taking everyone's crap.
If you want to be beaten, go right ahead.
Hold on. I need a cigar.
Nope, added. The good thing is you can always go back and read those if you want.
I beg your pardon. I'm a friend of Pendleton's, and I've done a few favors for your cause. I know your purpose here tonight, and how to say this, your target is the woman I love. I swear that if you'll bring her to me unharmed, you will never hear of her again. There's a cellar directly below the kitchen. I'll wait for you there.
Oh, yeah, I know where that's at.
Proud of this, but surely it's better than seeing her killed. Her name is Esma. I won't harm her, I swear.
Alright,
I'm a
Esma.
man of means.
As we
Just
thought.
bring her to the
The lady in black.
and I will keep her safe with me forever.
Okay. Alright, now we gotta figure out how to get her to the cellar.
Have another drink, Byron.
Romantic interlude.
Hello,
I do
handsome.
wish this was a bit more investigative, because this was pretty easy, or easier than I remember.
I'm already seeing two of you, but thanks anyway.
So, she's wearing white tonight.
Oh my word, I wasn't supposed to say, was I? Lydia and Waverly will be so furious. This is exactly what they said would happen.
That sounds lovely. Why don't you come with me?
I'm kind of curious. What happens if we tell her she's going to be assassinated tonight?
Hello, handsome. Oh, really? Who am I then? In the flesh. Now, do you know what my sisters are wearing?
You're serious, aren't you? I'm really in danger? Oh, but this is perfect. I love it.
Hmm.
What happens next?
Are you gonna
She thinks we're role playing.
Oh, yes, of course I can. Anything.
Hello, sir.
Let's do that instead. Because if she's just going to the cellar, that makes this job a lot easier. Other than knocking around trying to carry her through this whole crazy area.
Die, filthy infernal.
Beat it. You shouldn't be here.
This guy needs to go somewhere. In here seems good. Alright, so of course you could assassinate Esma and do a big nasty party battle thing.
Well, here we are. What shall we do with ourselves?
Oh, okay.
Nothing to say. You are an odd one under that mask.
Oh, the arrow's pointing at her. I was like, why does it keep moving? Oh, how'd he get here?
You found
Ahead
her.
of us.
Quickly, let's get her on board. Last, oh my love. Someday you will understand. You'll never know how happy you've made me.
Alright, that's the non-lethal
Someday she'll
approach.
learn to appreciate me.
I'm showing you the non-lethal way
whole life.
the entire way through. Why? Because in some cases I feel it's more justified, better. And it keeps the chaos levels down. Alright, now let's have a little fun real quick.
Enjoying yourself?
I will be in a second. Let's figure out where it went.
Oh, nasty.
These are highly explosive. I want to set it up. Now the question is, can I carry this and drop it in the middle of the area and them not get alerted? If so, then I'm gonna try something.
Do you think the High Overseer will come?
It worked. Good. Let's try and chain these. How far apart should they be? I don't know how big the explosion is. Oh, there's one there too.
Undoubtedly.
Hello, sir.
Move. Move.
Enjoying yourself?
I'm about to be. Like I said before. Screw it. Let's do it. Just with those. Ah, there's one more. Right here.
He memorized the litany of the White Cliff in a night. Is it possible?
No, no.
Hello, sir.
There we go. Oh, oh my god, kill. Wow. Apparently that's
Assassin, hell! I know you're here somewhere. Fire!
basically. Ow, stop that. I wish you didn't have a music box now, didn't you?
Someone's down.
Alright. That's therapeutic. Okay, so let's get out of here now. I guess we just learned a trick to
Could the city get any worse?
get that achievement.
I believe so.
I think every character here counts as an enemy. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah.
Hello again.
I like her mask.
Anything you need.
Pretty dope. Where is Mothhead?
Have another drink, Byron.
Lady White? Lady in White. I'm glad, thank you.
Please move along.
Happy I'm not trespassing.
Bother me again, and I'll speak to the guards.
I heard Lord Brisby was looking for you.
That's it. If you're not on the guest list, I advise you to leave.
Really? Is he gonna... Is he
Lydia,
really
Waverly,
Tattletale?
White, The man in the skull mask. I don't think he's on the guest list.
Yes, sir. I've had my eye on him. Excuse me, sir. May I ask your name? I'm asking you. You're obviously a little drunk, so I'll make allowances for now.
That's a neat little touch. But
You should have received an invitation to the Boyle estate. Indeed.
can I keep pounding him with that?
He wants to take the whole inheritance for himself. He is wealthy and wears fine clothing, but underneath, all men look the same. He is lonely. He has killed more than once to keep it a secret. He is very rich and powerful. This was once the house of a high overseer. Lydia Boyle took special care to decorate each and every room. Only she knows what really happened the day her invalid mother died. Soon the money will run out.
There's a lot of neat stuff with this.
Things will not go well for him.
Like, I don't remember that being in
His entire family was taken by the plague. It's just
Do the guards each have personal
arrogant,
backstories?
corrupt, and fiercely loyal to the Lord Regent.
That is
He murdered
cool.
a nobleman, then inframed a friend.
How come people don't talk about this? That's gotta. I've got to write this down as a top 10 list idea, man. This is really cool. Top 10 really cool ideas no one talked about. About in games, the heart telling secrets about people in Dishonored. Okay. That's a note to myself. That wouldn't be the title. It'd be terrible. Well, you tell me about this guy.
Even now he whispers the prayer against witchcraft.
Let's see what else we can dig up. This is neat. Like, what about her?
Old friends are cut from the guest list. At the nearest room.
Don't run.
Doing all right,
The pain in her back is constant. Nothing helps. Tonight the nobles try to conceal their indiscretions behind masks and
Ooh,
costumes.
scary mask.
For all the hard work, there is little reward for her. Do not pity the servant. There is pride in the job well done. The household is treated poorly, but there are worse ways to earn a coin. Work is never done for the lonely servant.
I know these are dangerous times, but please, put your weapons away.
Sons of rich and powerful families. Madness runs in his family, and he...
See, like, I think they all have, like, unique... Yeah.
Courage. A dangerous combination.
I wonder.
The Oxford.
What about you?
Don't be fooled if you hear laughter or happen upon a
No,
smile.
that's a general one. Sometimes it picks up, it doesn't register with them.
When his cousin refused his advances, he sent a watch patrol
Huh.
to beat her to death. They act quickly, harshly, and without mercy. He has ambitions well past the city watch.
That is really neat. I wonder if they gave it to every character uniquely, or if they
Good evening.
have repeats. Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard anyone talk about it. So here, folks. Using the heart on these folks here gives you kind of really neat insight. Doesn't really.
Not once has he lost a sword fight.
You know what that means. And you know what? You're right. He never lost a sword fight. He just lost a gunfight. Sorry, I had to.
Not so long ago, Dunwall was a proud city. He received a letter from his sister. He could never go home.
Most of the guests are inside. Might be best if you joined them.
Careful. The officers of the city watch.
Okay, so that's like I think that's like a general comment, but that is really neat. I know, you're probably like, we get it, dude. You think it's cool, but I don't think you get it. How cool that is. Okay, you probably get how cool that is. Alright. This is it. Yeah, it was... I thought there was more to it with the investigation stuff, but... Find him pass.
I hope you enjoyed your evening, sir. But we'd best be on our way. Quickly.
But yeah, that was my favorite mission in this game. I do wish it was a bit more in-depth and challenging. But we did kind of scour every nook and cranny to figure it out. It didn't take much, really. It took just the 2 letters, honestly, and we already knew who it was. But yeah, I just love the theme. I love the concept. And the heart thing. I can't remember if that was in 2 also. So I'm looking forward to replaying 2 after I finish this, because that is really, really cool. Alright, continue. The removal of Lady Boyle, his greatest financial supporter, the Lord Regent, is now as vulnerable as he's ever been. It's time to make preparations to strike directly.
Lord Pendleton said he would meet us here. I checked the wine cellar. Losing family gives a man a thirst.
just love the craft that went into this game. Maybe it's because I've gotten so jaded with modern video games. Then again, like I was saying in one of the other videos, like every time I talk about modern video games, I still think of these as like modern games because I grew up with the Commodore and NES and stuff. So, well, I know where I want to go.
I trust you enjoy.
Masked Man, this note is for you. Your actions have not gone unnoticed. There's a package next to your bed and a note from the one who wanted you to have it.
Boyle's hospitality.
The masked criminal is believed to be...
Lord Pendleton is anxious to see you. I think he is taking his morning refreshment.
He always eats very well, even as his wife and child are thin.
Yeah, I don't like Wallace.
Pendleton's here someplace. The river's the only way out of here.
He has a good heart.
Yeah, I like him. Samuel, good name. Good guy and a good name. Always been
Hello,
partial
Lyle.
to it.
I once snuck into a party at the Brimsleys. Very strange it was, too.
For all the hard work, there's little reward for her.
Yeah, I feel for you, Lydia. I like you, Lydia. You're cool
That's
shit.
not the vintage I asked for, you half-wit ox. No passages. Set it down. Leave both bottles and get out. I'm trying to write my memoirs.
I take it the Boyle's party ended as planned? That will break the Lord Regent's financial base. We'll see how loyal the are when they're asked to work on it.
We are moving closer and closer to an empire free of the corrupt and depraved. Much further now, Corvo.
Alright, we're going to check something out, too. So, a bit spoilery here. What we'll check out. Anonymous note. Whoever you are, I must thank you for sparing at least part of my family. We all have enemies, certainly we Boyle women. In a way, you've done me a favor, so you deserve a reward. I pass this along from one of my servants through another who knows another to one of yours. May we never cross paths again. Okay, so one of the Boyle sisters. Okay, so, let's look at some of these outcomes. Outcomes, Dishonored, non-lethal, Boyle. this up instead using this. Lady Boyle, yeah, sure. See if it talks about the outcome of it. Oh, so, okay, I don't know if it changes the outcome for future levels, but apparently it could be any one of those three. It's randomized. That's neat. Yeah, I do like the non-lethal routes because they're a bit more interesting. Everyone kind of gets what they deserve, considering what they were a part of and what they're doing. I think there's been hubbub that maybe some of them are too cruel, like what happened to Pendleton's and what happened to branding the guy a heretic, but I think it's really interesting that what they go through is
Yes, I tell her you still need to study. And as Empress, you'll have proper tutors, one for each subject, and many personal servants. She asks if she'll have
it's not necessarily meant to be like a good paladin
I suppose you will. And advisors. So many advisors
approach to dealing with these people.
She wants a cake maker. Well, I tell her you'll have a whole kitchen
It's
staff
like the
with an
difference
army of
between
chefs.
vengeance and
And of course she
justice.
asks if she can have cake every day. And I say if that is your wish, my young
Just
Empress.
stabbing them would be probably more in line with vengeance, and justice is more the non-lethal way.
A reminder of her poor mother.
Oh, hey,
It's
look
been
at
6 months. And Emily is resilient.
Now, I did
Sometimes
see
I
that
can
this changes based upon what kind of playthrough you have going on. So if you have like a high chaos playthrough, which we've done low chaos, it's been pretty forgiving. So yeah, I'll keep aiming for a low chaos, but I'm gonna start getting a bit more stab happy. Let's see about upgrading some stuff.
Do you need me to build something for you?
I do.
I can make anything.
What are we at? 2 hours. Wow. Time sure does fly, man. When you're playing a good game, you don't even notice.
Do you need me to build something for you? I can make anything.
I'll get the next part set up, so then we can just jump into it.
The copper wiring is making all the difference, increasing the output by almost 50%. Yet, whale oil still has too many impurities. I need to find a way to filter it myself if that idiot can't provide a better grade. Even the Academy doesn't have anything that will refine it to the specifications I require. Something new then. Perhaps using charcoal or a multiple chambered device. I feel confident that the answer will come to me tonight as I slumber.
I'm taking part in history here. Dunwall is on the verge of a new age.
Oh, this is
a
gonna be
better
Sam.
age. And this old sailor has had a role to play in it. I doubt I'll be remembered, as the worthy men who made this happen are truly the heroes. And one feisty little girl who
I just
hides
don't
the
like the way they
sadness
look
of
at me.
missing her mother very
I'm not a
well,
fool.
bless her.
I know I'd be the
But
first to go
perhaps
if they got
someday
rid of people.
someone will listen to
No,
this.
you're like fourth.
Know that a humble sailor named Samuel was a part of it all.
Fourth in my book. Can I not go in here? Why can't I go in here?
You did it. And now we've done away with a woman, and a noble woman at that. But Boyle was a viper. She helped the Lord Regent kill the Empress, so I don't feel a thing for her.
Personally, I heard you upheld my name in a rather spectacular style and at some risk to yourself. I want to thank you for it. This little item has been helpful to my family over the generations.
Is it
But I
100?
think you'll find more use for it than I ever will. Go on. Take it.
You've had a long night, Corvo, but I fear it's not over. Havelock and Martin have already cooked up something more for you. They would like to see you now, in Havelock's chambers above the bar.
No, it's a room.
Attention. You are required to cooperate with overseers as you would members of the City Watch and Elite Guard.
I regret my connections haven't been more use to you. When this business is over, though, then you'll see what I'm worth.
Alright, what we got?
Corvo, the time has come. Everything we have done, everything that you have done, has served to make this moment possible.
The Lord Regent is exposed, Corvo. Vulnerable. And now everything's in place to strike at him. We're one step from the throne.
One man, one beating heart, is all that's left of the forces that brought this city to the brink of ruin.
It is simple, but it will be far from easy. The Lord Regent's paranoia has reached an all-time high. He has lost the support of the Overseers, the Parliament, his financial base, and he's lost Sokolov, who made his security technology. So at Dunwall Tower, he has consolidated every remaining loyal man around him.
He knows something is coming. He knows you are coming. And everything depends on him being correct. Piero will help you prepare. Then Samuel will take you close to the tower, near the waterlock. Last time you were there was the horrible day that all of this started. Now you will go there and end it. Good luck, Corvo.
I'm not sure what else we could say, other than our hopes are riding on you.
Alright.
I wish I had a fraction of your skills. I did, years gone by.
That's bullshit. We both know that.
Only a matter of time before this is all over. If it goes our way, it will be glorious.
Had a fun night out, did you?
Oh, yeah.
Havelock is attempting to have as many of the Lord Regent's guards reassigned as possible, but he may not succeed. The Lord Regent's paranoia...
Yeah, I'm listening.
Corvo. Emily's hiding again. It started as a game, but it's turned into her way of teasing me. If you see her, will you send her back to me? It's time for her studies.
Okay, we'll do this first, and then we'll wrap it up. A little bit of a game of hide and seek. Where, oh where would she be? The only place I could think of would be up in Corvo's room.
Attention, Dunwall citizens. If you notice suspicious lights or sound emanating from evacuated buildings, please bring this to the attention of the City Watch.
Okay, I guess we have to actually look for her. Alright.
Attention Dunwall citizens. The streets adjacent to Boyle Manor remain off limits pending an ongoing investigation.
I could just look it up, but I don't think she'd be hiding in those rooms. No, it's just gonna lead me back up.
My old mother used to work at the Boyles. The stories she'd tell.
Attention. You are required to cooperate with overseers as you would members of the City Watch and Elite Guard. They speak with the Lord Regent's authority.
The hell would she be? Oh. I think we found her.
Shh! Don't make any sound.
Oh,
I'm hiding
search
some
tower
cool
area.
stuff.
Tells you where.
It's a game we like to play. I remember playing hide and seek with you too. I don't know why it's so much fun to hide from her. Here. This was at the edge of the river in the mud. I put it under my pillow for good luck, but it gave me bad dreams. You can have it as a present. I suppose I'll do my lessons now. Hiding gets boring after a while anyway.
Hey, another room. Now, I don't think you get enough rooms to level everything. So, like I said before, you want to definitely level up Blink and Agility. Bend time, as you have seen, I haven't really needed to use it.
What are the principal islands in the Empire?
Circanos, Bristol, Tivia, and Morley.
And which one is the biggest?
Crystal. And it's the best one too.
And how does whale oil work?
That one's a trick. No one knows. Not even Piero.
Excuse us, Corvo. I'm afraid you're a little distracting for the girl. I need to start Emily on her sums. Perhaps she can inventory our whiskey supplies.
Alright, folks, gonna call it here. Thanks for sticking with it. Having a blast. It's really a testament to solid game design that holds up to this day. So, check it out if you've never heard of it or never played it. It holds up well. Again, a lot of that's because of the aesthetic choices, the style of the game rather than the graphics, and the gameplay is still top notch. Mechanically, well devised, well implemented. So, that said, to my subscribers, you all stay amazing. You have an awesome day, or if you prefer, stay awesome and have an amazing day. Drive by Rubberneck and Viewers. I'll catch you next time. Until then, folks, you all have a good morning, good afternoon, and a good night.